Alright, time for my round 2 game of this month's REV playing 4-color Consonance against my opponent, who is on a standard deck, seems like. I mean, I guess Revolution's the right term for it. They're on a currently in rotation Revolution deck. Anyways, starting hand, I think I really want to drop Ramper, right? I'm also on a play though, so if I can draw a second green source, then I can get Wild Court down on 3 and start ramping there. I think I stood mulligan this. Okay, well this hand is also pretty bad, but I don't really want to go down any lower. So I'll just keep this and hope to hit my colors. Like, I just need to top deck a green source. Yes, I just need to top deck a second green source before turn 3. Should be doable. I just have to get lucky enough. They played their 1-mana Mad Dork because, yeah, those things actually exist now in the format. We didn't have 1-mana Mad Dorks in the format back when this deck was in rotation. We had to make do with 2-mana Mad Dorks, which, but anyways, yeah, not very good starting hand. If I whip on green source next turn, I literally just have no plays. Okay, well, how do I do this? I mean, Drift Off isn't going to be useful, so I guess I just don't. I need them to. They're always going to take Wild Court. I definitely need Wild Court. I think I'll just like reveal Asahai and Drift Off. I mean, Drift Off's not castable either. Yeah, I'll just do this pile, and if they want to take Wild Court Seeker, they can. Because I don't think I can prevent them from taking Wild Court Seeker. I guess I could have like done. Okay, they're not going to. Sure. That's good for me because I really wanted. So like, if I top deck a green producing land next turn, I can play Wild Court Seeker on curve. And that possibly gets me back into the game, because if I top deck one more land, I get to drop Fury Call Helion and blow something up. I mean, it also has to be the right colors, so it's less likely than that. Or they're just gonna take Fury Call, which, yeah, works for them. And you also have Grave Hate on land. Come on. Oh dear. Okay, this isn't going well. I'm still not completely out of it yet. I can still, if I top deck a land next turn, I think there's still a game there. So if I top deck a green producing land, Wild Court ramps me to 4, and then top deck another land, slam Asahai, hope it goes the distance. Second Exorcist. Okay, well they know my entire hand, so actually, no, they know, they don't know one of the cards in my hand. They could just take Wild Court or Drift Off right now. And they're taking Drift Off. Okay. So, I mean, I guess I just have to hope Asahai goes the distance. Are they also stuck on lands? Nope, they're not stuck on lands. In fact, they have bounce lands to get even more lands. Come on. Okay, well, got there at least. It might be a bit late though for this, but better late than never, I guess. No point in putting it untapped, right? Or I can't make it untapped anyways. But this thing is a 3/3 at least. It blocks some stuff. And this does mean I get to slam Asahai next turn, so again, maybe that goes the distance. If I top deck another fetch land next turn, if Wild Court survives and I top deck another fetch land, I get to ramp again, and that gets me closer to Consonance mana. It's very likely they just kill this thing though. Like they have the removal for it, or they play the removal for it. They might not have it right now. It's pretty likely they do though, because they have 6 cards in hand and they haven't been too proactive so far. So this is fetching white, and that does let me Asahai. Yeah, they just kill it. All right, happens. What removal do they have that can hit Asahai? The Sarvin's Execution, but they only play 2 copies of it. Sure. I actually have to do it. Oh, this does work. Cool. Like if they Sarvin's Silver Sun's not useful because I don't have the mana for it so far. And I mean, this isn't a very good game for me. They're also a combo deck, so like there is a chance they just end up doing they get their slow combo into play, and I have no answers for it because right now I'm just playing 1 card a turn. But see, I mean, they're definitely going to try to attack down Asahai this turn. They're animating their land. Can they guarantee that Asahai dies? How much are they swinging for? They're swinging for 5 total. Well, I mean that's a 3/3. They're all swinging at Asahai. This thing, I can't make this survive. I can block, and then next turn that means I can block one of them, make Asahai survive at 1 plus Asahai, play second Asahai plus again. Or I can block, then that means I can minus Asahai, and then play second Asahai plus Asahai gets 2/2s, and 2/2s can actually start blocking stuff. Wait, does this have trample? No, it doesn't have trample. Okay, I'll block like this then. It is possible to just have a removal spell, though, which could be annoying for me. But they are tapped out right now, okay. Contested Passage. That does get me closer to Silver Sun Ancient. Passage either needs to fetch white or needs to fetch green, and the problem is I don't know which one I need to fetch, and it also fetches tapped, so I guess I just fetch green because it's more likely that I draw another land and play Silver Sun than if I top deck, drift off, and play it. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to make the First Strike emblem because it makes my guys block better. Because 2/2 First Strikers are actually pretty good on defense. It means they can't freely attack into Asahai anymore. But they are also just on a bunch of mana right now, so like that's 2 per, 4, 6, 7. They're at 7 mana this turn once they play their land. And if they don't kill Asahai, I get to plus it again next turn. It makes some more 2/2 First Strikers to secure the board. So they're very incentivized to find some way of killing Asahai. Well, I mean, they can't haste their board, so this thing actually costs a bunch of mana to turn into a 4 or 5. Oh, it gains trample too. It becomes absolutely gigantic. They could just animate Husk Forger, or I mean, they could just power up Husk Forger and swing everything into Asahai, and I can't really stop that. I guess that's not what they're doing. It seems like removal spells do make double blocking really awkward for me. So I think the plan here is just to not make any risky trades, if it would not result in Asahai dying. I don't think they can deal direct damage to Planeswalker, so I don't actually care how low my Asahai gets. This doesn't have the sorcery speed limitation. Why is this not a sorcery speed limitation thing? Oh, whatever. I should just do this to at least force the activation. Okay. And I do gain some life off this deal too, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Once I get Silver Sun mana, I think I just blow up their Stardust Nebula, right? Because blowing up their Black Source also puts them off Gallows Sprout Timber, sort of. But yeah, so on tap land, top deck would be pretty good right now. That's possibly one of the worst cards I could have top deck because literally everything else my deck is played. No, also Consonance top deck would have been bad right now. So yeah, that's awkward. If I plus Asahai, at least my blockers, blocking will force some stuff to happen, or force my opponent's guys to die. I need to they can do the -4/-4 thing and blow up and then still kill Asahai afterwards. Well, if they do that, I also get my cards back, so that's still good for me. Like, yeah, they can't kill Asahai, but they have to lose a guy in order to do that. Okay, fine. Funnily enough, Silver Sun Ancient can blow up battles, so that's one way for me to get rid of this thing if I ever need to get rid of it. I personally don't think I need to get rid of it though. Go blank. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, that's literally the worst possible thing that could have happened to me. All right, so now I'm in top deck mode again. I do have some pretty good top decks in my deck, but I'm also not on 7 mana right now, which is bad because there is a chance I just top deck a 7 mana card and not be able to play it. Okay, they did pass again. That's good. I still get to keep plussing Asahai. Well, that is the land I wanted. One turn too late. But I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to keep plussing Asahai and then just keep everything back for blockers. If they Skyfall, then like that's actually fine, right? Like if they do the Wrath thing, they could animate their mana land afterwards too, but then I get these 2 guys back, and then I do a kicked drift off, and that clears their board. Yeah. And yeah, play out Contested Passage because I want to be able to play any Constances I top deck. Actually, I can also Asahai if they don't blow up my Asahai, I can Asahai minus next turn, and then I'm pushing 5x3, 15 damage in air. They're going to play out Lifehacker. Okay, that's annoying for me. I mean, like next turn I could just minus Asahai swing out with all my guys, and then unless they have 2 Lifehackers, that's really scary. They'll take this opportunity to fetch my other white source. Okay, Consonance top deck time. Yeah, that's still acceptable. That's still pretty acceptable. Wait, do I just win here? They're tapped out, right? So if I run into the Bulls minus Asahai, how much damage am I pushing? 15? Oh yeah, I think I just killed them if I do that. And they're tapped out, like they have no answers for this, right? Okay, cool. Was a bit rough around the edges, but still got there in the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play running. Sword of Combat, make the bowl, which is a big fat thing they can't actually block, and that is lethal, right? Yep, it is, right? GG. Alright, cool. Didn't expect to win there, but not unhappy that I won there. Does Club Promoter hit anything important? No, not really. Do I want board wipes? No, not really. Do I want Cathets? Cathet, Cathet only hits Mad Orcs. Maybe that is what I want. Okay, so I think I definitely want Brazes because I definitely want Braze. I think I'm supposed to trim Running of the Bulls. I mean, that was good that game, but usually it's not going to be as good. Annihilator suit is pretty decent, I think. I guess I just trimmed the 2 bad enchantments for Brazes, and then I have to trim some more cards. Overall, already killed stuff. I guess I trim a cassette, and then I guess I trim like I guess maybe I only need 3 Brazes. Okay, sure. I guess I'll go with that logic. Wait, no. Running of Bulls is I mean, they don't really have an answer for it, right? Like they really don't have a good answer for it. But and 3/3s are doesn't really attack. They don't. The 3/3s don't attack into their 4/4s that well. Yeah, I think I just maybe I cut one of the Chromatic Shards. That feels wrong. I guess I'm supposed to cut Annihilator suit. Okay, yeah. This hand doesn't have early board presence, but it has Chromatic Shard, so I'll keep it. Or it has Chromatic Shard and Braze. Mad Orc that I can't kill on turn 1. Cool. Does it matter which one I play out right now? Not really. I guess I keep New Divide because I get to delay my fetch decision, even though it's probably fetching green. Or, I mean, you could fetch red if I want. Yeah, I probably should actually be fetching red, unless I top deck Wild Court Seekers sometime soon. Alright, cool. Yeah, have fun with that. And sure. They can take Drift Off, they can take Fury Call. They take Drift Off. Oops, wrong guy. Actually, maybe I should have revealed Drift Off instead, because Drift Off fits better into my curve. Or does it? No, it doesn't really. And main deck Grave Hate. Cool. Wild Court Seeker. This is source to speed only, so at least we got that going for it. I think I should just go for Max Shard. What's the worst thing that can happen if I let Husk Forger stick around? Let them get down an early Meteor Helion? Oh, Meteor Helion will be pretty bad for me, because then it takes Wild Court. I want to prevent that from happening. If I Braze the Husk Forger, I still have Wild Court next turn, so like that's still decent for me. Yeah, it's probably worth some amount, just preventing them from ramping too much. Let's bolt the bird. I mostly wanted to prevent the Lifehacker turn. Or, yeah, I wanted to prevent Lifehacker from coming down too early. What does this do? Oh, okay, well, there goes Wild Court Seeker. And create a Shard token afterwards. Okay. Shard? Wait, what? They're taking Shard instead of Wild Court? Why? Because it draws a card, I guess? Well, now I'm pretty free to just, yeah, I'm pretty free to just Wild Court here. I guess they can kill Wild Court, but, like, I still got better value off. Oh, okay, I even drew a land, so I'm guaranteed to get Free Cal Hell on next turn, unless they hand attack me. Oh, wait. The way I have to sequence this... Yeah, I have to sequence it like this. So I guess I do have to fetch a Redent Forest, but actually no, it's fine. It gets me 3 green for Silver Sun Ancient later on. What do I blow up with Fury Call Helion? Actually, I can Fury Call the Exorcist. That's probably better than going after their lands, right? No, going after their lands is useful in that it puts them off. Let's going after their lands put them off, anyways. Puts them off their 5-drop, which does seem it puts them off their 5-drop, but that I don't think that actually does enough. I guess that guy's kind of scary. Nether Ponderings. Oh, are they setting up a combo? Yeah, then I guess I definitely should be going after their lands to prevent them from comboing next turn. Flourishing Karass. Okay, cool. Then this can fetch double white instead. I mean, this can fetch red so that I can... No, I fetch blue with this so that I can buff Wild Court Seeker more. Too bad I don't have more lands in the graveyard. Get back with Wild Court, but I'm pretty far ahead right now, so I'm not complaining. Yeah. Damage of... Do I want to tunnel this guy? Not particularly. Right? I could tunnel this guy, but then Exorcist starts swinging in... Actually, you know what? Yeah, sure, let's tunnel this guy. I can always put this guy outside the tunnels later on if I want to. Did I lose life for... Oh yeah, I need to lose life for this. If they go blank me right now, I'm actually fine with this outcome because I have 2 big guys on board that are swinging each turn. Oh yeah, I have to lose life from that. Maybe there was merit. There was merit in going after Exorcist because let's drift off to my hand, but then they go blank me. But then that's still fine. Well, if they go blank me, I guess then I have to drift off to Nether Ponderings. Cheat code. Okay, sure. There goes my entire hand. Oh wait, I just get to reanimate the forest with wild cord because they don't have mana to exile it yet. So that's pretty good. Ooh, second Fury Call. Yeah, let's keep going after the lands, because that sounds fun. But I should attack first, right? Yeah, I should always attack first here. Okay, they just take everything. I will put this Fury Call above the tunnels though. But yeah, have fun with this. Actually they can't crack the chart if they really want to find lands. So no, there's no though to that. It's just no. Actually, I should have tunneled the other Fury Call because then that kind of threatened lethal. Well, no, I mean doing this also threatens a chump from Exorcist. I guess they can sack the food, but they don't really have that much mana to play around with anyways. So like, yeah, I think they're kind of just in a checkmate position right now. They pass. Okay. I mean, they could have the 2-mana removal spell. Ooh, braids. Do I want to braze this thing? If I braze this, then I think they're just like, no, they're not dead, but they're pretty close to dead. Let's not braze it. Let's see if they chump. Okay, they do have removal for wild court. Can they? Oh, hang is okay. No, are they blocking? They are not. Yeah, I'll pass and then keep up the braze in case they play something scary. I'm pretty sure they're dead anyways. They can descend into the tunnels. Yeah, I can just descend Fury Call into the tunnels next turn. What was the? Let me double check. Tunnel reminder text. May close them. Okay, so I can choose not to. Well, no, my opponent's probably going to close the tunnels end of turn because that probably benefits them more than it benefits me. They think it's over, but they're going to play it out. Okay, sure. They pass. Yeah, let's just end up turn braze them. Okay, it's over. Yep. So that went pretty well for me. Consonance didn't even draw Consonance this entire game, but it just got to play their 5-mana haymakers and eventually a 1. Yeah, I mean I'm feeling pretty good about this deck, even though it's actually even though this deck is actually weaker than the version that saw play when it was actually in rotation because yeah, Wildcard Seeker wasn't like nerfed in 2 different ways back then. But Wildcard was really the only big nerf. I mean, like I said, this build is anachronistic in that it didn't actually exist back then, or the consoles was on different build back then because they were using the 3-drop ramper of choice back then was Arn Ascetic or pre-nerf Arn Ascetic. Like it's a 3-drop creature that comes in and like the top 4 for permanent and then lets you play an extra land. So that was really good. And then after it got nerfed, the deck went back to Wildcard Seeker stuff. Wildcard Seeker was also originally a 2-drop too. So then the very first build of Consonance was playing Wildcard Seeker as their 2-drop attacking ramper. But yeah, like this build of Consonance where you're playing Wildcard Seekers and Elfro, so you're like playing Graveyard Return as your 3-drop ramper package is closer to the Odun rotation, like 2024 Worlds deck or version of the deck. This is built using pop area cards because the 2024 version of the deck and the Worlds version of the deck got one of the artifacts got nerfs. So it's actually not good. But well, anyways, yeah.